Yes. What's up, folks? This is Dr. Imhotep, and this is the Dr. Imhotep Show, rolling live and direct from the East Side, the West Coast, from Cali to consciousness. Welcome to the Dr. Imhotep Show, Chief Force, no limit, because there are no limits except in your consciousness. What's up, everybody? I'm glad you're tuning in, you're checking me out, and we're here to take you to the next level, because that's what it's all about. Understanding your power and your being and who you are. And tapping in, because it's all about tapping into your force, your abilities. There are many challenges you're facing today, but we can kill and break them down and kill them out and kick them back, because we want to kill the messenger while he's small. The programming that gets into your consciousness, your mind, your body. What's really stopping you from achieving your goals, whatever they may be? It's very, very simple. It's all inside, my brothers and sisters. As we learn to amp up our frequencies of awareness, nothing can stop us from where we want to go. Yeah, it's a trip, isn't it? But I want to welcome everybody to Chief Force No Limit, and just the secrets of finding our source. Because no matter what's going on out there, we have something inside, our internal dialogue, our force, our power. And we have to look at that for what it is. We also want to thank our sponsors that have helped the show to become what it is. Do Software, where we're getting a lot of our projects done. So, Do Software, they're one of our sponsors for the show. We want to give respect to them. Also, we want to sponsor, want to shout out to our sponsor, Chief Force No Limit, Chief Force Herbal Elixir, and all the rest, because they help us to get where we want to be. And the main thing that we want to look at is the theme of our show, which is dream manifestation. Being able to take a dream and turn it into a reality. And that's interesting right now, because we're in an economy that it has a lot of dynamics. There are a lot of things going on, and a lot of them will either make us or break us. That's why the show is called Chief Force No Limit. Simply because there are a lot of things inside of our consciousness that either take us to the top or will leave us on the bottom of life. You know what I'm saying is true. It's all mental. The things that you become, generally speaking, no matter where you are right now, the things that are happening into your life are really happening not just for a reason, but they're happening because you have processed what you have now. This is what life is about. Life is the ultimate alchemy. And a lot of people ask me, Dr. Imhotep, how can I make those breakthroughs to get the things that I'm supposed to have according to society? But one of the things that I talk about, and one of the reasons I call today's show The Greatest Wealth and Manifesting the Dreams, is because so often we get caught up in what's going on outside our body, our spirit, our mind, and we don't take charge, and we don't look, and we don't focus. So the first thing I wanted to break down to you is I want to introduce you to the reality that whatever you have on some energetic level, you have created it. Now, a lot of people say, well, Imhotep, isn't that just blaming the victim? Aren't you just blaming? No. You got to look at where you are and what you are. Life is a challenge, and life is here to help you to go to the next level. But you got to look at what you're putting into the mix. What are you stepping up to the plate? Are you stepping into the ring of life, and are you coming with the real knowledge and the real science, or are you a spectator? You got to remember one thing. Life is not a spectator sport. If you up there and you're trying and you're not, throwing all out and going all out, there's nobody to help you. It doesn't matter how much you have, how much money, how much fame, etc., etc. Life is going to test you. See, because whether you're sitting here listening to the show with $1 or $100 million, nobody's life is perfect. We all have challenges, and challenges help us to grow to the next level. Challenges help us to get off the mat. There's no shame in being knocked down, but there's nobody holding you down but you. And I see right now there are a lot of things going on, and a lot of them are financial challenges. And we get in a situation where sometimes we don't understand how to handle our financial challenges. We get caught up. We get caught up in our society and the high demand for success. But one thing you have to understand, if you're living in the West, specifically United States, it's all about, this is a Spartan society. You have to understand the dynamic. Before you can get your business ramped up, before you can create the dream that you want, and you can plant the seeds, you have to look at the soil that you're living in and the environment that you're living in and what it demands from you. A lot of people are moping around because they say, well, the economy is bad. I can't. Who's telling you these things, first of all? Who's telling you that the economy is bad? Where do you live? Do you stay in the hood or do you get around? Or you understand? Because there's an old story about the king who had this big castle and a big wall around it, and he never got out. You don't want to become that person. You don't want to be someone who stays in their castle and never goes outside and never is able to check the environment. Because what is it all about? It's about, we live in a Spartan society. We live in a Spartan world. And the thing is, the reality is, economics play a dynamic and major role in this. So it's not going to do you any good to bury your head in the sand. And I hear a lot of people saying, I need a job. And, there's a lot of people out there now who need a job. Well, what I'm going to help you to do, I'm not going to do it in one show. But the whole point of Chief Force No Limit is to help you to create, in the words of the great master Hannibal, who crossed the Alps, and they asked him, how are you going to do this? He said what? We will find a way, or we will make one. And that's the same thing I'm saying to you. No matter where you're from, and no matter what your situation is, a lot of people have a constant in their life. The constant may be that they don't have enough financial security. But you have to remember one component. Without your health, you have no wealth. Say that again. Without your health, you have no wealth. So no matter how much money you have in your pocket, are you healthy? Because that's your real wealth. So let's start there. If there's something in your life, everybody has challenges. I don't use the word problems because it's not a problem. You've been given a challenge by the universe, the creator, whatever you want to call it. I don't want to get into a religious rant. But you've got this challenge, and you've got to defeat it. Just like, see your challenge as, like, say you're in a ring and this is a cage, and we're doing like some mixed martial arts, something I have had an experience of training people in over the years. Visualize your opponent on the other side, which is the challenge or problem you have. Size it up. You understand? Size it up. Look at that problem straight in the eye. That's something you really have to be attuned with. No matter what your problem is, you got to look your problem in the eye, and you don't want to blink. You want to look at your problem, whatever challenge you have, and move forward to it. Step to your problem. Don't run away from it. Run towards it. If you're having problems with finances, there are techniques and systems that I have to help you get past that. Because remember, there's money that we're using is basically a piece of paper, and that paper is essentially a thought form. Someone came up with the design of the dollar or whatever currency that you're using. So you got to understand that these are all thought forms. Life is about thought forms and being able to take these thought forms and to direct them. So there is no poverty in the universe. There are only poor people. That's pretty profound, but it's true. There is no poverty in the universe, but there are only poor people. And these people are poor because they don't understand a lot of times what wealth is. You have the wealth. You were born with the wealth. You were born with $1 billion supercomputer. Even if all of it doesn't work, you were born with a $1 million supercomputer. $1 billion supercomputer. Think about how much money it would cost to make your body if this was R&D, research and development. So remember that. If you have poverty in your life, you are out of order with the universe, because the universe doesn't want that. The universe is wealthy. Isn't there gold on other planets and metals and minerals, etc., etc.? It's the same here. When you're walking around with nothing in your pocket, there's another guy walking around with maybe 100,000 in his pocket. And why is that? Screw the whole excuse-itis thing of because you're black or because you're, brown or you're whatever. You weren't born, etc., etc. Or you were born on the wrong side of the fence or etc., etc. What the real problem is that you're having, the real reason why you are not able to get what you want is because there are a couple of factors that you need to look at. One, do you know what you want? Can you go right now, get a piece of paper, and immediately write down what you want right now? Try that. What do you want from life? For the next, what would make the most impact on your life? Right now. Go write that down. Some people, because I believe in decisive action and rapid and massive action at the moment. Okay, so you say you want money. Did you write down money or did you write down exact amount of money? My point is that when you don't have focused vision and focused goals, it's just like the good book says, without vision, people perish. You understand? So what we want to do is we want to put you in a situation where you can create your destiny, because you must. You must do that. And I speak from experience. I don't speak from someone who sits on a rock or a pedestal. I have been to all those places. I've been in a lot of situations, but the one thing remains constant, and that is consciousness. Whatever situation you're in right now, I can help you and assist you to get out of it. But I can only assist you because the real source of your problem and the real solution to your problem is where? Woman, man, know thyself. The solution to your problem is waiting right within for you to grab it and to seize it and to take it. Look at where we are. We're in the United States. How did it come about? So what I'm trying to get you to see is that we're in a Spartan society, whether it's Europe, wherever you are in the world, you must seize your goal. You must seize that which you desire. And you, just like a warrior, like a Zulu warrior or any other warrior in history, you have to go after it. Just like a hunter goes after the prey. That's the first rule I want you to write down. Whatever it is you desire, If it is to be, it is going to come through thee. You have to go with it. You have to roll with it. You have to move for your goal. So I want you to now take a moment to visualize the one most important thing in your life that you need to change. Right now, take a deep breath. Put yourself in a state of resolve and write it down in your mind's eye. What is the most important thing I need right now? Write it down in your mind's eye and see it clearly. Is it there? I want you to see it in your mind's eye. Now I want you to write it down. Because the main problem people have is not that they don't have enough money. The problem that you have is that you don't know how to use the resources that you have. Are you sitting under a tree in Timbuktu or something? Probably not. And even if you were, there are resources there. But the point and the reason I'm mentioning that is very simple. You have resources that you can tap into at any given moment to manifest the things that you want in your life. The problem is people don't understand that dynamic. So grab onto what you want in life. Write it down. Visualize it. Meditate on it. And then go like the warrior, just like Hannibal did for the Alps. See yourself crossing the insurmountable. You understand? And if you don't have a mentor, that's another thing. Step number 2 is you need a mentor. To get wherever you want to go, you should find someone who has already done that thing that you want to do. It'll make it easier for you, and it'll make it more easy to define your direction if you do this. You understand? If you let go and you go to the next level, then you can find anything you want and you can achieve any goal. But you have to remember, the secret to achieving your goal is a certain amount of, just like an ancient Kemet, who the Greeks called Egypt. There was a bird, the hawk, Haru. Haru represents your ability to have unshakable courage, or Horus, as the Greeks called. So you have to fly above your problems. You have to go up and be able to see yourself rising above your enemies. And your enemy is within you. It is not something outside of yourself. Your enemy is your lack of faith and your lack of science. Because faith without science is like a bird without feathers. You have to have both of them. And the reason that you are in the situation that you are in right now, no matter what it is and who you are, whatever race you may be or religion, the world in itself is based on the science of cycles. You understand? You have to understand the science of cycles and how they manifest themselves. And you have to be ready to step up. When you go into the cage, when you go into the ring, life is a ring and it doesn't accept excuses. Let them all go. Let everything go that's not about you coming to the level that you want to be at. Because it's an illusion. And people are dealing with illusions. And you don't want to get caught up in someone else's illusion because it's not going to serve you. It's not going to serve you to get where you want to be. Understand that it's just about you making moves. And whatever level that you're on and whatever realities that you are facing is because you haven't made the moves that you need to make. You understand? That's the only thing that's really important. The thing that's important is you being able to manifest motion and direct yourself towards the things you have to do. Because that's your enemy. Your enemy is your lack of motion towards where you want to go. Again, here we are again, everybody. This is Dr. Imhotep, and this is Chief Force No Limit. And again, what I was saying that we have to work on The problem with a lot of us and why we're not reaching our goals is because, remember, you ever heard the expression, you cannot reach a goal, or failing to plan is planning to fail. So we have to have some electricity behind our motion, our energy, and our vision. So let's let go of all the negative people, the negative belief systems, the limiting thought processes that keep us from going to the next level. One of the main things that I want to help you with also is there's a lot of unemployment. There's a lot of poverty in the world right now. There's a lot of violence. And those are the things we don't want to focus on. It's a reality. We see it. But let's be honest. It's not going to take us where we want to go. The only thing that's going to take us where we want to go is our dynamic motion. Because obviously, my life hasn't been a paradise either. And I've been in situations that I had to get out of. I've had economic challenges. The other thing you have to look at is if your wallet is empty, look at the value that you're bringing others. What is it? If you're having financial challenges, what are the values and the value that you bring in others in your life, that you're bringing to other folks and people in your life? Are you coming with some kind of science and knowledge? Do you have something that people want? Because the reality is the best way to come up and to achieve abundance is very simple. Stop focusing on what you want. We know you need money. We know you need a new lady or a new man, or your relationship is bad and you're going through changes. But why are you focusing there? Is that going to really change your life? No, it is not. I'm here to help you to do that. And I have the science to help you to do that. What we want to do is point you in the direction of motion and change. So the first thing you need to do is look at where you want to go. First off, because if you have a big enough why, you're going to figure out how. You can figure out the how. Write it down. Look at where you want to go. Start there. Because that's the place you want to start, is where. If you don't have a target, you cannot hit it. You cannot hit a target if you don't know where the target is. You got to know where the target is to hit the target. The other thing is, with all the things that we see going on, the lack of abundance that people are able to manifest. And keep in mind, like I said, the first level of abundance is health. That's why we have Chi Force No Limit.blogspot.com, because you need a physical energy vehicle to take you to this next level. Your temple, where is that? Are you aligned? Are you in alignment energetically? Usually, that's a case that is been ignored. The energetic alignment of the individual, of the being. That's the first thing you have to do to change, is to get yourself energetically realigned. I help you with a formula called Chi Force Herbal Elixir. It's a no-nonsense herbal energy formula that will help you to balance the electrical and biomagnetic energy around your form and your body. This bioelectric and biomagnetic energy is responsible for vitality. And if you don't have vitality, everything else is null, you see. So health is the ultimate wealth. At chiforcenolimit.blogspot.com, go there and check out the product. Get some of it. Get a large size if you can, so that you don't run out and you'll be ready to take yourself to the next level, because that's all it is. Generally, if you're failing at something, and there are really no failures, it's just that you're not reaching the outcome that you want to reach. It's because of a couple of key factors and components. Number one, just like martial arts, just like sports, life is a team sport. Do you have a team? And before you can even do that, is your mental team on point? In other words, are you mentally prepared to make the moves that you need to make to live the life that you want to live? Forget about the outside economy. What's going on with your inner economy and your inner technology, your technology of self-development and healing? These are mission critical components that you need to think about, because I'm not trying to really sell you anything here, but what I am trying to do is sell you on the concept of self-development and self-regeneration are mission critical for you to make the changes that you need to make, no matter what they are. Is it if you're looking for a new relationship, if you're looking to increase your income, or if you're looking for more time to live your life? We have to go. It's just like my father used to say, son, you have to build a strong foundation. I'm saying that to you. That's coming straight from the ancestors. Our first step here with the Dr. Imhotep show and Chief Force No Limit is to work on your foundation. Remember, people, it's not about what people think about you. That's garbage. That's, a lot of people get into this, what people think. Forget about it. Are people paying your bills now? Probably not, and they won't be paying them in the future. What you want to focus on is what you need to do to make yourself diamond hard and soft and pliable as water, because you got to be able to change and look at the situation that's going down for you before you can come up. You're not going to come up from excuses, you know that, and you're not going to come up without the right science. And that's very important. You have to have the right science that will allow you to take action on the things that you need to take action on. And that's what Chief Force nolimit.blogspot.com is about. We're not trying to get you with fanciness. What we're trying to do is give you some mission critical health components that will allow you to have the energy to change your life. The other thing you want to work on is you want to be able to mentally be in the right consciousness, the right space, because that's important. Consciousness rules. If you're not in the right consciousness, you will not be able to appreciate the things that are coming to you and the stories that life is giving you. You won't be able to make them real and to assimilate them into your being and your consciousness to get the right relationships, so that when you do make the motions and to take the extremely massive action that you need to take to make changes don't come. You want to make 100,000 a year. It's all about strategy, consciousness, and vision. You want to be healthy. Strategy, consciousness, and vision. So we have our coaching program. We have our retreats that we do. We have many different components, and we also have a technology training program. If you're looking for a job, if you want to go out and make a high income. So thanks for tuning in. Go to chiefforcenolimit.blogspot.com or chiefforce247.blogspot.com, or follow Imhotep111. I'm on Twitter as well. And link up with me. You can call me toll free at 1-888-888-9802, extension 84912. Again, that number is 1-888-888-9802, extension 84912. And let's create the life we want, because you can do it, and I'm going to help you to do it. But remember, man, woman, know thyself. Chief Force, no limit. Take it to the next level. Dr. Imhotep. I'm right here to help you.
Everybody giving them guest spots and stocks for the roof. I heard you fucking with that stock. 10% luck, 20% skill, 15%